Okay, YouTube. It's a little rant again. I've been on like a rant, frustrated, just screw it, I'll do it live type of mood lately. Cause like you know how it is. Like I usually upload videos in like 4K and do the intro and all the other nonsense that people like to see all these days. But lately, I just I kind of like don't care. I need to upload the video. People need to hear this ish. It is what it is. But yeah, it's just okay. As a parent, when I'm not a parent, I'm just going to be disclosure. I'm going to bring some disclosure into that. Like I'm not a parent. Never been a parent. Never been lucky enough to have kids. Never went through the process of all that, and I wish I did at some point. But it is what it is. But yeah, like I'm kind of talking to the parents or just adults in general that think about having kids out there. Like, are you concerned about this stuff? All you see on YouTube? Like, I'm talking about like these. Now, mind you, the struggle is real these days. But like, are you concerned about this stuff? Where like there's like um on YouTube where there's like just full episodes, movies and stuff, right? You can pay for them and all that stuff if you want to, but then there's people who upload them for free, right? Technically, and that's here and there, right? Because like as an adult, you're like, all right, I can watch my favorite TV show or movies or whatever for free, and have the full thing and watch it and just be done with it, rather than go to the movie theater and pay all these streaming services. That's basically if you pay for all of them, you're paying for cable, pretty much. You might as well just get cable at that point because you're wasting your time. You're not being smart about it. Like, okay, HBO this time. This I get it. It's technically better than cable because like there's no commercials and stuff. There's like you're just watching straight content, but at the same time, I don't know. It's like I'm one of the people. I pay for some and others I don't, but it it depends on what I want to see, right? If it's a popular show, what's everybody popping, like everybody care about right now, or as a show that just came back, I haven't seen in years, but then I might pay for it, but I might not. But it is what it is. But regardless, though, what I'm saying is like, okay, like if there's like cartoons and animations and stuff out there that you want your kid to see, right? And but you ain't got the funds for that, whatever which way it is. Uh, Do you just like put that on a tablet and just let them watch that for hours, or do you just like find a playlist where it has nothing but the episodes and let them just run? Because I'm saying all this because like I literally been running into more and more of these weird channels that they're doing that, right? They're uploading full cartoons and stuff like that, which I'm like, yeah, okay, that's cool. You saving somebody some money at somewhere. That's cool. But then at the same time, though, they're promoting adult content on the side, though, and the adults won't. Adults are the only ones going to notice that. Because most kids ain't going to go into the video description or the about the channel or the community tabs. They're not going to do all that most likely. All they care about, ooh, bright colors and that's my favorite cartoon character that I dressed up as Halloween, ooh, and all that stuff. And they can tell their friends, I just watched the latest cartoon. Have you seen it? They can keep it with the little folks. You don't have to feel too bad about it. Like, okay, my kid finally got their favorite cartoon that they wanted and stuff. That's lit. That's awesome. Whatever people will be saying these days. Anyway, uh, but yeah, you gotta be careful about that though, because like for real, I was looking at Family Guy, right? 'Cause I haven't seen Family Guy in like ages. I'm wondering, okay, it's still going, cool. And I'm like, all right, they got full episodes on YouTube. I'm like, all right, it is what it is. And I'm watching through the video. I'm like, okay, cool. Everything looks like a Family Guy episode. I don't see no problems here. The animation work is on point. Voice acting point. Colors point. It's all looking good. I'm wondering, And I go into the comment section, and it's just like it's just negative comment after negative comment. I'm like, what is everybody mad about? And then I see why these channels remove the comments. I see why they do that now. I don't know if anybody else is noticing that, but a lot of these channels are removing their comments. That's concerning for a lot of reasons. Also, there's no dislike button on YouTube. That's as far as I know, right? There is, or unless did they add that back, the dislike button? But if there is a dislike button, you don't see how many dislikes that video gets, which is a problem because what if that video is promoting something that's super negative or bad towards like the masses? It's promoting hate or murder or some other stuff going on. You don't want to. You don't want to be having kids and other people see that. You want um, having being positive all the time is another thing, but living in reality is another. So I don't know where I was going with that. Sorry, it's just a random thought that popped into my head. What else? Well, I'm getting back to is like these channels that upload straight cartoons and movies stuff. Okay, it is what it is. You helping somebody save some money. You doing it at the risk of your channel or IP getting banned or someone knocking on your door at some point. That's on you. It is what it is. Um, but regardless, though, these people are doing that while at the same time promoting straight up adult stuff. Though that's the line that I'm like, okay, you crossed it. It's one thing you're promoting like cartoons, animation, full episodes, whatever. Then you got the clickbait thumbnails that make no sense. It's just like someone screaming as a thumbnail or some woman in leggings close up for no reason. You click on the video, there's none of that going on. It just makes no sense. You don't know you know what I'm talking about. But this channel in particular just bugged the hell out of me that I had to make a video about it, right? Because like I'm sitting here watching that video, right? The Family Guy video. And I'm going through the video. I'm like, I don't see any adult stuff. So what are they talking about in the comment section? But then I take the video out of full screen, right? I look at the chant. I look at the thumbnail of the video. Looking at the channel name and stuff. I'm like, okay, that's nothing bad about that. Then I look at the profile picture though, right? The profile picture. Like you couldn't really see it at first because I'm looking at this on a phone, right? I'm looking at this on the big screen. And I'm like, have I seen this from there somewhere? That looks mad familiar. And like, as an adult though, like if you hear about certain things, you see certain things, like if you hear like, okay, as a guy, like I'm just gonna say that like if you hear like a lady's name, like in the middle of the conversation with your fellas and stuff, and you like, hey yo, that name sound familiar. I used to know somebody that used to do such. And you'd be like, for real, for real? Like, yeah, I used to know her way back in the day. Oh, that's my that's my girl now. He's like, oh, type of moment. You know what I'm saying? That happened. They used to happen to me back in the day a lot. It's just like, oh, you shouldn't be messing with so and so. But yeah, this is one of those moments. It's just like once you know what you know, right? You saw that the profile pic or the name, you was like, oh, I gotta report that because like that's not right. Because like for real, there was once you zoomed in on the profile pic and then you went to the actual channel, like the profile banner, everything straight 4K. It was straight up adult stuff. I was like, wow, wow, wow. Like it's just wow. Like they really out here doing that on YouTube now. It's becoming the hub now. Okay, like what in the world? Because I'm looking in the comment section too. Like, has anybody else seen this too? And everybody was like, "Yo, we're going to report this channel. This ain't happening. You just straight up uploading straight up adult stuff from off the hub on this. Like, nah, even that profile pic is just straight up 4K, see everything. You know what I'm saying? It's just wow. And no, I'm not gonna drop the link for research purposes. Nah. I reported the channel. YouTube hit me back. I'm wondering if how quickly it's gonna get taken down, but dead ass. It was just straight up 4K adult. Wow, it's just like so. Now, mind you, I ain't got no problem with nobody uploading full videos and movies and stuff. Because like those channels, they do what they do. You know, they know for a fact it's gonna get taken down in a day or two or a month or whatever. They know that for a fact. They ain't worrying about it. But when they start uploading kids, well, okay, Family Guy is not a kid show, but most adults think of it as a kid show, which we gotta get out of that mindset that everything that's animated and colorful and it has kiddie type of voices in it is not for kids. I can't stress that enough. As a person who did art and stuff, there was many a times where parents would come up to me and be like, "Oh, I like that. I'm gonna hang that up in here and I'm gonna give that to my kid and all that." I'm like, that wasn't for kids though. It's like, what? You made that for adults? How could you? You shouldn't be promoting that. I'm like, I ain't never said I made this or that for kids. I was like, I ain't never said that. And if I did say that, be mindful of what it is, because I'm an adult making adult stuff, you know. And if I choose to make it for kids, I'm gonna label it for kids, you know. I'm gonna not cuss. I'm gonna not say this. I'm not gonna put metaphors and all this other stuff in there. I'm not trying to trick somebody, you know. I don't got time for that, you know. All these other folks is these tricking folks, you know, scamming everybody, talking about this is for kids, and then there's like straight up adult content in the background or adult music and stuff, and they doing all kinds of stuff. It's just ridiculous though. But I get it though, you know, they gotta get as much eyes on it, much clicks and views, and that's what it's all about these days. Man, screw the kids; they don't care about no kids no more, you know. But that's a little rant though, you know. Be careful of what you let your kids watch, you know. The way my family did things back in the day. If I wanted to watch something, a movie, any type of content, a book, you know, they're gonna sit down and read that with me. They're gonna sit down and watch that cartoon with me, watch that movie with me. And if I didn't like it, that they were sitting down with me while watching it, then they already know. It's like, all right, then why can't I watch it with you? What's going on in that scene? Why that person say that? What's going on in this part of the book? You know, what this picture look like, you know, and all this stuff. They would ask questions, you know, they'd be for real about that. They're not gonna let me watch whatever, whenever. They understand that when I got a certain age, okay, they gotta ease up on me. You know, they can't just be babying me to like whatever, you know. They gotta be like, okay, he gotta make his own decisions. You gotta be his own person. You can't be watch every little thing he do. You know, you would think as a parent, which I'm not, but I'm just talking about like metaphorically. You would think as a parent, you know, you would be mindful of what your kids are doing, who they hanging out with, who they talking to, all their actions and stuff. And if you're not aware of some of the things, you at least think that okay, I raised them up the right way. Okay, like yeah, I heard about some kids getting wild on the news, but I already know so and so went out there doing none of that. And if they was, they went around certain folks, so I ain't worrying about it. And they came home. They came home one piece, and that's all I'm concerned about. You know, at least that's my mindset. If I was a parent, though, that's how my mindset would be. But I think I'm done. This is already going in 14 plus minutes. So yeah.